What's up? This is Poppy, and this is Dragon Quest Poppy Podcast, episode 12. I'm pretty sure. Give me just 1 second because I already forgot. I'm going to be honest. Um, Goodness gracious. I should totally have this already. Yes, this is episode 12. Yes, because episode 11 comes out tomorrow, as if I'm recording, as of this recording. Okay, guys, listen. I already know you know what this episode's about, but guess what? This is how I was going into this Nintendo Direct that happened today while I'm recording. This episode is going to come out a week later, so obviously it's already been a week since the Nintendo Direct for February 8th. But these slimes is how excited I was. You see how happy they are, right? But this, this is how I feel now. Okay, if you don't know, that's a picture of Dai from Dragon Quest Dai, and he's very sad. Um, I forgot what episode this is from, but anyways, this is how I feel right now, just like this, just super sad, you know. And now listen, I admit 100%. It was very, very unlikely for something Dragon Quest to show or appear in this Nintendo Direct. 100%, I totally get that. 1,100%. I'm going to switch the picture again to something a little bit more cool. I really liked this picture, by the way. This drawing. Whoever did this drawing, shout out to you, by the way. This is amazing. 11 and Eric fighting some slimes, and yeah. Um but basically, listen, we weren't gonna get any Dragon Quest news. I get that. I understand that. But the thing is, it's been so freaking long, bro. So freaking long. Literally, as of right now, it's been more than 20 months, bro. Like, actually, almost 20 months since we've gotten any. No, more than 20 months. We're closing in on 21 months since we've heard anything from the Dragon Quest games that were announced. Literally almost 2 years ago. Now, listen, I get it. Everyone, all Dragon Quest fans are probably sick of people like me complaining about this. But man, you know what? It sucks, dude. It really sucks. Like, I'm legit bummed, bro. Because the thing is, like seriously, like it sucks to be a Dragon Quest fan. You know what I mean? It legit sucks, bro. Because we have incredible games that are available to us, but most of them are very hard to come by if we want to play them in a legit way. Like, for example, if somebody wants to play Dragon Quest 8 or 7, like the 3D remakes for the 3DS, that's not that easy anymore, you know? Like, you'd have to buy a 3DS, especially if this is a new fan, you know? I know you can get 8 on mobile, I get that. But mobile gaming does not attract a lot of people. It just doesn't. Although I will admit, I do like to play, at least 4, 5, and 6 on mobile. I think they look great. I'm currently playing 4 right now since I've already basically beat everything I wanted to in Dragon Warrior 3 on the Game Boy Color. I mean, there's also emulators, I get it, but like it kind of suffers from the Kingdom Hearts problem where literally you need like every single console in existence. Well, not anymore. I know they've come out with like, you know, packs available on PlayStation where you can buy all of them, you know. But that used to be a serious problem where you wanted to play old Kingdom Hearts games, you had to get a freaking PS2 or you had to get a DS or you had to get a freaking, you know, it was just in every Game Boy Advance. You had to like a specific it was they were just stuck on many different, you know, consoles. It was always just really annoying. But basically, excuse me, like Dragon Quest, we're like we have builders, we have heroes that are available, but it still feels like we're missing so much more, especially when we keep hearing of new announcements in Japan consistently, or you know, like the Dragon Quest 10 offline. Like honestly, they kind of hyped it up to be possibly a worldwide release. They really did because they never said when they first talked about it 2 years ago almost. They never exclusively said like it was just going to be Japan only. They said that they weren't sure, and then they just decided to be Japan only. But like, why, dude? Why? Like, bro, there is enough Dragon Quest fans in the world, bro, in the West. Like, there really is, and like it's just stressful, bro. It's frustrating that we always get shafted. Legit. Like we just they do not care about us. And you know, it's funny. Shout out to Cherry on Twitter because I remember when we first started communicating with each other, it's because she posted a chat GPS AI, whatever that app is, and she was like asking questions to this chat to this AI about like, are we ever gonna get Dragon Quest 10 localized? And chat basically was like, basically said no, but it's actually not Yuji Hoри's fault. It's Square Enix's fault. Basically, is what Chat AI said, which was really just eye opening and interesting because it's true. If you really think about it, you know, who are the publishers of these games? It's Square Enix. Like it's Square Enix, and it's just it sucks, dude. It really sucks because they just do not believe in Dragon Quest at all in the West. And it sucks because there really is such like avid fans out here that are just waiting for more love, bro. And we just never get it. Like the live stream we saw a couple weeks ago about Dragon Quest Champions. Like and I'll admit, I probably wasn't going to be super into that game. I'll admit it. But dude, why is it just a Japan exclusive? The other thing is the Dragon Quest Kishi Kishi game, the Eraser. That was supposed to come out over here. Never did. Never got localized. And I legit think there is enough of a consumer base for them to see a profit. I know for a fact that the fan base for Dragon Quest has been slowly but surely, you know, increasing. Like for a fact. Like there has been more and more and more Dragon Quest fans like than ever before right now. Like dude, like I've only been, and I've said this a million times, but I've only been a Dragon Quest fan for like around 5 years or so, maybe a little bit more. Um and I've only recently less than a year I've been really involving myself in the communities, and I literally almost every single day, I swear, on Reddit, there will be a new post about somebody saying, "Hey, I'm new into the series. I just played 11 or I'm playing 11. Um, you know, and I'm loving it. What other games do you guys recommend?" I feel like constantly, almost daily, I'm literally saying my recommendations. Like there's new fans every single day, bro. every single day. So it's like, come on, like, please have some more faith in Dragon Quest, because it's just, it really sucks, dude. Like, I honestly, I literally should just stop complaining about this, but I just can't seem to stop complaining about this. I complain about it probably in every single podcast episode that I've filmed so far. But it's the freaking truth, bro. Like dude, this Nintendo Direct had some wacky freaking obscure damn games announced. Like super random indie, like weird little games here and there that just look stupid or odd or different. And it's like, why give those games attention when you can give Dragon Quest some damn attention as well? Like, and I'm not trying to talk crap on people that like those goofy games. Good for you. I'm glad you do. But it's frustrating to see games that honestly don't seem like would do that well compared to Dragon Quest games that should do very well, or at least well enough to garner some sort of attention from Square Enix, or get some sort of a profit that would be, you know, worth spending time on, for a worldwide release, for localizing, And it's like, listen, there could totally be an issue of like, you know what, just the games are not ready yet. Maybe they're just not ready yet, you know. But I really find that so hard to believe, because the thing is, when did Dragon Quest 11 release? Like legit, when did it release? I'm looking it up right freaking now. Like literally 2017. That is 6 years ago. This July, it'll be 6 years ago. Yeah, like this game has been out for 6 years, almost 6 years. That's a long time, bro. That's a long freaking time for a game to be out and then not receive the next one already. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. It's like, I know they're working on it. I know we got that little bit of information, but it's not enough, man. I really thought we were supposed to get more information on the HD 2D remake already, or even have it released by now, or at least have a release date. But yeah, again, nothing, dude. Freaking nothing. It's legit frustrating. Like, I I don't even know. It, it's frustrating. Honestly, I'm seriously frustrated. Like, I want freaking more information, and more love, bro. Because like, I get, and listen, Dragon Quest Die: A Hero's Bond is shutting down in March, was it? Obviously that's probably because there wasn't enough people interested. I get it. Um, but yeah, I mean, I don't know if that in itself is testimony to the lack of a consumer base for Dragon Quest. But the thing is too, it's like, for me personally, it's like a mobile game, it's kind of hard to justify, if there's true fans or not for a game. Because like, for example, Super Mario Run, Super Mario Run was a Nintendo game for mobile, $10. And I mean, I don't know sales numbers wise, but I'm pretty sure it did pretty horrible. And that's a Mario game, where Mario usually sells millions and millions of copies worldwide. And I'm sure that game probably did not do anywhere near as close as normal Mario games do. And so basically what I'm trying to say is Square Enix cannot base their like consumer base of interested people in buying their games off of mobile games. Like they just can't. That would be stupid. And the other thing is too, it's like Dragon Quest social media is still literally still um marketing for Dragon Quest Treasures. Like they still like keep posting stuff about Dragon Quest Treasures. Like, what does that mean? Like, are they trying to like say they've got DLC around the corner and they're trying to still like pump life into this game? Or is this more of an excuse to kind of try and hold Dragon Quest fans' attention for another little bit of time before they're actually ready to release a trailer? Or there could be the whole freaking fact, and this is total speculation at this point, but there could be the whole freaking fact that they were waiting for this Nintendo Direct to see when everything was going to get released and then pick good windows to release their games that they're thinking about. For like the HD 2D, remake, and for the freaking Dragon Quest 12, like maybe Die Infinity Strash, maybe all these games are kind of ready, but they want to try and release them on a date that nothing too big from Nintendo or PlayStation or Xbox is coming out. Like maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Maybe I cracked the code. I don't know. But then again, I don't feel like that's likely because why wouldn't they have inside access to know when certain games come out, in the year? Like that'd be kind of weird if they didn't. So I don't know. There's just a lot of uncertainty behind all this, like just drought of information for Dragon Quest. It's ridiculous how little they seem to want to advertise it. It's just ridiculous, man. It's really frustrating. It really is because I mean, I've still got games I'm playing, right now. Like I said, I beat Dragon Warrior 3. If I really wanted to, I could totally keep collecting like all the medals I need to get into the last dungeon, like the last bonus dungeon, in the ice cave. And I kind of want to do it, but at the same time, I'm like, bro, literally the next game to come out is going to be the 2D HD remake of Dragon Quest 3. So I would rather just do everything in that game. Because supposedly as well, there's going to be like more added to the game. Who knows what that means, but I'm pretty sure I read an article about that. And so I'm kind of like, I'm just going to move on to the next one, because I've been replaying the games, and now I've officially finished 3. And so I've been playing 4 as well. And, I kind of want to keep playing them. Like, ever since I started playing Dragon Quest, like around 5 years ago or more, I've always been playing a Dragon Quest game consistently. Like, I started in order, but then I kind of fell off track and did my own thing. But literally, it's been just very consistent. And then after I beat, and after I've beaten all of them, except 10, we all know why, I move on to, I've replayed a lot of them. Like I said, I replayed 1 in Game Boy Color, replayed 2 in Game Boy Color. I started replaying 7 on 3DS. I've basically beat 8 again on 3DS. I'm playing through 11S again. I kind of want to play it on 3DS, but yeah. But basically, and besides that, there's the spin-off games like Dragon Quest Heroes 2 has actually been really fun with multiplayer online, which is a really cool community that I've kind of gotten myself into recently, which has again been really entertaining. There's Treasures is still viable. There's a lot of there's stuff to keep you busy, but it really just feels like nothing compared to Japan. You know what I mean? Like it just sucks, bro. It legit just sucks. I really, really just don't like it. I just don't like it. And it's really disheartening, bro. It really is. And like I said, I'm probably gonna die complaining about this series and how much, how crappy the love that we get here in the West is. But I just can't help it. Like I care too much about this series that I can't help but complain about the lack of attention we're getting. You know what I mean? So anyway, I don't know. I don't mean for this podcast episode to be so freaking negative because I'm not a negative person. I really am not. I'm a very, very positive person. And so yeah, but again, this just goes to show how frustrated I am because it's just yeah. Anyways. But besides not getting any Dragon Quest news, the Nintendo Direct, the only thing I'm really interested in, there was a couple games here and there where I'm like, oh, this kind of looks cool. That kind of looks cool. I have no idea what they're called. I couldn't tell you. But besides, I mean, Zelda looks amazing. That looked really fun. That looked really awesome. It just excuse me. It just looks like Breath of the Wild, but like it looks like an expansion pass to be honest. But still, it looks cool. Like I'm excited to see what that's like. I don't know if I'll buy it day one, but I'm assuming I'll buy it someday. Um, but yeah, and really besides that, dude, honestly, Pikmin 4 looked pretty fun too. And it's funny because everyone was speculating we were going to see Pikmin 4 and Zelda this Nintendo Direct. And they were right. They was right. But yeah, but anyway, and then honestly the DLC for Fire Emblem Engage looks pretty cool. That game in general looks pretty cool, I'll be honest. I am kind of interested in getting it, but I really don't see when I would play it. So it's kind of like wishful thinking sort of thing. Because right now, and I know I've talked about this a million times as well, but I really just have um like time to play Dragon Quest 4 every now and then on my phone, which makes it much more available to fill in some time to play that. And then when I truly do have some time at night, and I'm done editing or recording or whatever it is, I'll play a little bit of Elden Ring, half an hour or an hour, maybe a little bit more if I have that much time. But yeah, and so that's kind of all the time I have really to dedicate to consuming some sort of gaming. Um, so yeah, but basically, yeah, bro, it's yeah, I'm depressed. I'm not depressed. I'm disappointed, you know. And again, like I said in the beginning, I I knew in the bottom of my heart that we weren't going to see any Dragon Quest news. I knew that for this Nintendo Direct. I knew that. But I really had just a sliver of hope that maybe we would hear something. Because again, it has been so long since we've gotten any updates on the games that it's like they could have at least let us know like if it was coming out this year or not. Like something, bro. But again, it just Square Enix does not care about their Dragon Quest fans in the West. They just don't. So Anyway, I don't want to keep being negative. That's basically my whole rant for now. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you were expecting some Dragon Quest news, or if you feel the same way I do, or if I'm just being a negative Nancy. Just let me know. But yeah, so that's the main segment of the show. Let's move on to the freaking what we're playing / watching / doing. And basically right now I am like I said, I'm playing Dragon Quest 4 on mobile. I'm playing Elden Ring anytime I get some time to do so. um I'm I'm like 35-ish hours into Elden Ring. So yeah, and honestly, if I beat when I beat the game, it's probably going to be like around 150 hours, I'm assuming, or more, because I'm honestly taking my freaking time, bro. I'm legitimately trying to explore everything possible. And that's the thing too. I would not be surprised if I legit have forgot something. Like if I totally didn't if I totally skipped something, or I didn't find something that was probably if I missed something. I wouldn't be surprised if I did, because again, it's a very big game and I'm loving it. And I'm taking my time. Like I said, I am taking my damn time, bro. So, anyways, and besides that, in terms of gaming, that's all. That's legit. I think that's literally it for gaming. And then for anime, I think that's also it. I don't think I've watched any anime since the last time I recorded. Legit. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, so that's basically it for that segment as well. Yeah, that's it for this episode. This was episode 12 of Dragon Quest Poppy Podcast. Please do me a favor and like this video and subscribe to this channel. That would be awesome. I very much appreciate you. And if you want to just support me just a little bit, I do have a Patreon, patreon.com/DragonQuestPoppy. I have a $1 tier, which is called the Tiny Hero tier, which is just a little tip for me for my content creation. I'm consistently doing videos and let's plays and, many different projects that I'm working on as well, like my manga specifically. And that is going to be part of my $5 tier when it's ready. I think I'll officially have my first chapter be released, which will be free, by like spring. I think in the spring, I should have my first official chapter ready to release. And again, that's going to be released to the masses. Like everyone's going to get that for free. But after that, chapter 2 and onward of my manga, I will be putting it and uploading it onto my $5 tier on my Patreon. And it's going to be a monthly release of the manga. And so for each chapter, you're going to get a new chapter every single month. And I really love the story. Like, I'm not even done writing the story, but I've got enough content to start drawing my manga. And I'm really excited about this project because the story is epic, bro. It's so good. Anyways, that's basically it for today's episode. I really appreciate everyone for listening or watching. I apologize if you were listening and you weren't able to see any of the things or I've shown on this episode. If you do want to see any of the pictures I've shown, go check out the YouTube video. I apologize if you just like to listen to on whatever podcast service you're listening to me on. But I also appreciate you. Thank you so much for listening to me on wherever you're listening to me on or watching me on. Yeah, that's it. This is Poppy, and we out. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.